Hello again, YouTube, and today we have an unboxing video. As stated previously in another video that I did recently for the Apple Watch that I now have. I've had this thing for a full 24 hours and plus some, and I really like it. That was part of the experiment why I bought a cheap smartwatch before I bought this thing. To see if I was even going to use a smartwatch. And if I wasn't, I could go return it and I wouldn't have to worry about, being $400 in the hole versus like 70. But I actually really like that smartwatch, and there was some functionalities that it didn't have that I wish it did have, that the Apple Watch does have, and this thing is cool. I don't know, there's some people that have functionality on their Samsung watches that I couldn't have because I have an Apple phone and they have a Samsung phone, but I just like Apple mobile products. I don't like their MacBooks, I don't like their computers. I just like their phones and I like their watches, and I kind of like their iPads or their tablets or whatever you want to say. But that's not about today's video. Today's video is about and there's a box inside this box. Today's video is about the Xbox Design Lab controller that I designed on Xbox Design Lab website. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the whole thing as I'm going through this whole box. And I wanted to open this from the FedEx box that it shipped to make sure that, there's 100% authenticity. I have not seen this controller with my own eyes. I've only seen a computerized version when I made it on the computer, or rather on my phone. So we'll go ahead and take this out of the FedEx box. The only reason I really want to do this unboxing is because, everybody's got an Xbox Design Lab controller that they can unbox, but these are special because you personally designed them, and it's different. So the first thing you get out of the box here is you get the Xbox box. It's a special box that's all white and silver. Usually, if you get a regular controller, and I'll show you here once I get the box out of here. I'm glad they protected this very well. They have a wrap around. There we go. Usually, when you get a controller, it has this same thing, but it has like the controller design. So like, they'll have the regular one, which is black with the white Xbox logo, or they'll have the white controller, like the one that comes with the Xbox One S, or the new ones that have like the rubber grips on the front, stuff like that. So we'll take a look around the box here. So obviously the front, Xbox, the controller, nothing much else. This side is the other side of the controller, or the side of it. The back, this is what you get on the back. You get wireless controller in several different languages. You get made with Xbox Design Lab in several different languages. And that's pretty much what all this is. The other side, it basically is showing you what it's compatible with. This side it says Xbox One and Windows. So you can use this, if you have Bluetooth on your computer, on your desktop or laptop computer, you can use this. It has built-in Bluetooth. They started doing this when the Xbox One S came out. So if you have a controller that came with the original Xbox One, it will not work because it does not have built-in Bluetooth. And also it does not have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack in it. It just has the proprietary little square jack that's in the middle of the controller on the bottom. You know what I'm talking about. And then the top, there's nothing. The bottom, you've got your serial number, you got your model number, read instructions below, all that stuff in small print no one cares about. And yeah, We got some tape to cut here. Oh, it also says in the bottom left corner, it says it comes with 2 AA batteries. So this was what I was kind of wondering about, and I think it says something about it in an email when they send it to you, what the package comes with. But it does come with a controller, and it comes with 2 AA batteries. I don't think it comes with like a charge cable or anything, but we'll see. Alright, so I believe it opens this way. It opens this way. Okay. So, and this is kind of interesting because you can kind of put this on a design, but, or like a pedestal almost if you want to prop it. But this is the controller that I designed. And we'll go ahead and take it out. So, and it turned out better than I thought it was going to, really. Okay. And then you get AA underneath it. And that's cool. That's a little insert. There's over here. And then you get a whole bunch of paperwork. Throw the laptop to the side. What's this? That's for stuff in Europe. Get a rather thick regulatory and warranty guide. So there's that. Then you get another regulatory and warranty guide. I don't know how much they got put in that. And then you get this little pamphlet thing that I'm assuming it shows you how to install the batteries. Yeah, it's one of those. Showed you how to install the batteries, pair it with your computer or your Xbox. Yeah, it's one of those diagrams. It's like that. I think that comes with any standard Xbox One controller now. So the paperwork's not necessarily anything special. So, you know, whatever. So let's get on to the controller. So, and we'll get into some things they let you design and some things they don't let you design when you do one of these things. As best as I can remember. Okay, there's nothing in there. Cool. So what they do let you design, they let you design the main body of it. So all the black you see here, that's what's considered the main body. I wanted to make sure every piece had a different color with it to just kind of show you. The black is one color that you can select. The red on the back is a different color that you can select. You can also, I think it's for $10, I chose not to do this, but for $10, you can get rubber grips in the back, and then you can also choose the color of the triggers and the bumpers. You can choose the color of the D-pad. I'm sorry, not the D-pad. The analog sticks. We'll get to the D-pad in a second. You can choose the color of the analog sticks, and it has to be one color for both of them. It can't be two separate ones. You can choose the you can choose the color for the D-pad, and you can also choose to have it in metallic. And I think it's $10 extra for that as well. So what that is it basically has a shiny finish, and it has like a metallic look to it. So yeah. And then you can't choose the Xbox button, which I wish you could. And then you get a very select amount of choice with the share or the start and, I always call it start and select, but I know it's called something else. The two little small buttons right here, you get to choose those. I think it's between white on black, where the background is white, and then the lettering on it's black. Black on white, which is what I have here. And then you got gray on white and gray on black. And the same thing goes with the YXB or YXAB. But you also get the fourth option of having it just yellow, blue, green, orange. Or yellow, blue, green, red. For either, like the regular controller has. And I obviously went with and I maybe should have gone like gray on black for both of these, but I think it looks good too. I honestly think this looks good in real life. I don't know. I was a little bit skeptical when I looked at this online and I saw the analog sticks when they were red, and it looked kind of just not good. Um, and other things about this, you do get the regular headphone jack on the bottom. This 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right here, the little small hole right there. You also get the proprietary little thing you can plug your chat pad into, or if you have one of those pucks that plugs into your controller, or you have a Turtle Beach headset, I think uses those sometimes. You still have that on the controller. The top of the controller, just like a regular controller for Xbox One, you've got the sync button right here, and you're probably not gonna be able to see it on camera very good, but it's because it's in red. But you got the sync button right here, and then you got a micro USB port for updating the software in your controller and charging it if you have a charge pack in your controller. So yeah, it's very nice. The black body of it I'm used to, because I have an original Xbox One controller that I had with my first Xbox One, before I upgraded to the Xbox One S, because I bought a second one. But this one seems a little bit more matted. I'll have to put it up next to it and see the difference. The current controller that I'm using right now is the one that comes with the Xbox One S, and it's just getting to where it's getting a little worn out, and it has this feel. Now this one feels a little bit better build quality than the other one does, because the one that my Xbox One S has, it cracks or it creaks if you do this. This one doesn't do that. It's kind of interesting. The cover comes off just like any other controller, and it is colored to whatever you decide to color the back of it. And the inside of the battery bay is the same as every other Xbox One controller. So yeah, that's literally every aspect I can possibly think of to show you on the Xbox One controller. So I went ahead, went to my bedroom, and I still obviously have this one, but I decided to get both the other controllers that I have right now. And this one is, I don't use this one a whole lot, so pardon the dust on it, but this is the original Xbox One controller. Now if you're looking at this from the front, it looks the exact same. The only minor difference is on the bottom. And if you notice, this one does not have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and that's about it. That's the only thing that's different. Literally everything is in the same place. Both of the battery doors, I believe, are interchangeable. Let's see. So if I wanted to use that black door on my black and red controller, I could. And then if I wanted to, for whatever reason, throw this on there just to make it look ghetto. That's why that's what I think it looks like. But yeah. And then you can compare it to the one that came out with the Xbox One S, which is this is the one I use all the time. So you look at, actually this is a good opportunity to show off, well, not with this one so much because it's black on gray, the little middle buttons right here, the middle buttons. But yeah, there's that version that you could select on Microsoft, on the Xbox Design Lab store. And this is what I was talking about, the green, blue, yellow, red button. And then you got the Xbox One S controller that's white, black on the top. And then you got the white on black buttons in the middle. Both of them have black analog sticks, so I can't really show anything different with those. But you do notice on the bottom of this one, It does have the 3.5mm headphone jack along with the proprietary little thing. And yeah, just trying to break down as much as I possibly can about this this controller. And you hear that? Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. I did notice when I went back and looked at these controllers again, they do not have screw holes on the backs or the sides of them. So I'm not 100% sure how you're supposed to take these apart, but I'm not going to take these apart. Because they're a little bit more advanced than the Xbox 360 controller was. See, this one doesn't do that. I don't know if it's the way this one was built, but this one doesn't have any plastic rubbing, and neither does this one. Really doesn't, because it's brand new. I mean, fuck. But you know, I only used this one for about 1.5 years, and I've used this one for, and I didn't really use this one a whole lot when I did use it, because I believe this one was my second controller. Because I gave the first controller, because I had 2 of these, and one was the one that came with my Xbox One Xbox One X. One was the one that came with my Xbox One, and then the second one that I bought is this one. And then this one I've used every single day since I've gotten the Xbox One S. So this is the one that gets used all the time. This one, all I use it for now is when I rarely have someone over here that's a second player, and it mostly gets used on my desktop computer for gaming whenever I can use a controller for that. So yeah, this one will probably be my new standard everyday controller on my Xbox One. This one will probably start being either emergency backup or something like that, because of how much it's been used. And this one will probably still be my default on the computer until it starts croaking, which this one's been good. The only thing I don't like about this, and I don't want to gross you guys out, and I promise I'll turn the video off after this, I don't like the way that the analog sticks are. And when I say that, I mean, look at the PS3 and PS4, or well, more so the PS3 analog sticks, and how they have the mushroom type top to them, and these have the caved in part. After a while, especially if you've been sweating or you've been playing it a lot, this will start collecting skin and sweat. And so then you got to clean the dead skin and whatever out of the crevices of the analog sticks. I don't want to gross anybody out, but that's what happens. And this has got the same ones. Now you can buy grips, or you can buy separate analog sticks and trade them out, or you can just buy the grips and put them over the top of them to make it look like or feel like a PS3 controller. But, you know, I think you should have an option, maybe, to change your analog sticks. There's a couple of things I would like to have that are more customizable on this. And the reason I'm saying this is because for the price point of one of these, you go and buy one of these guys right now, and I believe it's, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's about $60 to $65 brand new out of the box for one of these. This thing is $80 to customize it yourself online. And the only thing that's special about it is you can do the colors. You can't really get red analog sticks anywhere, I don't think, yet. Unless when they start doing these different controllers, which they're about to roll out. But there's nothing special about it. The only thing that's special, well, there's nothing special about it, but the only thing that's special about it, I'm contradicting myself. The only thing that's special about it is you get to customize the color. That's the only thing that's special about it. You get to choose if it has rubberized grips in the back of it, and if it has metallic D-pad. But these are things that are already on controllers that exist. So you know, if you made it to where the Xbox button was a color that you could, you know, choose, or, you know, have a couple more colors of variety and shades. Um, Not that I'm saying this was a bad investment, because I'm sure it's going to be great, but, you know, maybe change, maybe to make it to where you can change this color and this color separate. Um, and of course, you don't have to have both of these as the same color. You can choose to have these as different colors, but I just chose to have these as red. Um, you know, I mean, I'm kind of surprised they haven't come out with an Elite controller that you can customize. But, you know, whatever. I'll stop complaining. Um, Remember, like, comment, favorite, subscribe, like the Facebook page, and be linked down below in the description. Next video is probably going to be a vlog, which I might do here in just 1 second, because I haven't made a vlog in a little bit. Bye.